Google announces its new parent company, Alphabet Inc. HTC is currently worthless, literally. Xiaomi unveils its first phone made inside India, and more. It's Monday, August 10th, and this is Crunch Report. Well, we've got ourselves quite the Monday news bomb, everybody. Google just dropped the bomb by announcing that it is restructuring itself. Everything Google will now report up to Alphabet Inc., a new corporate parent company that previously did not exist. And I'm not kidding. You can go to abc.xyz and see it for yourself. Now, this includes Google, which will now be run by Sundar Pichai as Google CEO. The CEO of Alphabet will be what was formerly the Google CEO and co-founder Larry Page. Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google as well, will serve as Alphabet's president. Eric Schmidt will be chairman. Google's main businesses will include search, ads, maps, apps, YouTube, and Android, and the related technical infrastructure. Nest will report up to Alphabet, and we'll probably start hearing about other Google categories as well. The stock will be changing over from Google to Alphabet, but still trading under Google, no E, and Goog, which were set up after the stock split. The company says that this will allow them to focus on Google as a product, even more than before. Probably. Alphabet stock shot up 5.5% in after-hours trading immediately following the news. We'll have more on this tomorrow. Let's check in with HTC, where things could be a lot better. The company is currently trading below the value of its cash on hand. If you're wondering what that means, if you personally were to buy all available HTC stock, the company would still have to pay you money to take it over. So it's not in a good place. That makes it of no value, at least no value on paper. Now, if that weren't enough of a bummer, researchers discovered that the HTC One Max X has been keeping fingerprint biometrics used to unlock the cell phones in an unencrypted world-readable file, which is insecure, and anybody who knows security knows that could allow hackers to open a file on the phone's memory and capture fingerprint data. No bueno. 2 strikes. Now, HTC and also Samsung are hurting due to lower-end manufacturers undercutting them on price. So in other words, HTC's flagship phones aren't selling well enough to justify the business model. As you can imagine, the comments section of TechCrunch's John Biggs' article has a few HTC faithful fans miffed, but hey, numbers are numbers. Speaking of HTC's competition, Xiaomi, which was China's #1 smartphone maker in the last quarter, unveiled its first device designed for Indians, the Mi 4i, back in April, but is now manufacturing devices in India itself. They've partnered with Foxconn, which helps Apple make iPhones and iPads, you may have heard of Foxconn, to create devices locally in India as well. Xiaomi's first India-made model is the Redmi 2 Prime, an updated version of its budget smartphone line, which is also its biggest seller. The new phone will go for the equivalent of about $110. Xiaomi's announcement is part of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Make in India project to attract manufacturing and design from all over the world, but also shows Xiaomi's commitment to the growth potential of the Indian market as China's continues to slow. The company recently entered Brazil as well, manufacturing devices locally due to high import taxes. It's Uber for locksmiths, but it's actually a pretty good idea. The current market for locksmiths is not perfect because when you need a locksmith, you're probably kind of desperate to get into your own home or something like that, right? The founder of a company called LockedOut tells TechCrunch that locksmiths, at least how they operate today, often advertise very low rates and then pull a bit of a bait and switch on a customer, telling them you have to completely replace the lock, something like that, for example, when you're under pressure and you just gotta pay. So LockedOut is taking the Uber model by charging its users a flat $75 fee just for everything, just to get back into your apartment or into your car. To order a locksmith, you just use LockedOut's iOS app. Some of the services are also working on the web. The company is working with independent locksmiths currently in New York City, doing a little test run. They're all certified and licensed, and will soon offer lock installations and car key duplicates as well. Couple issues though. Most people, even if you really need a locksmith, you're probably only going to need a locksmith every so often. And even if you'll eventually be overcharged the old way, if LockedOut is charging $75 right out of the gate, it will seem extravagant to track a licensed pro by GPS for a lot of people who just lost their keys and want to get a door open. What may work well for LockedOut and companies like it is to partner with a company already established, like Handy.com, already has a user base, could add locksmith services to its portfolio as well. You thought today's show was already a little unusual? Well, let's just keep going. A San Francisco-based startup called l.condoms is promising delivery of non-toxic, vegan-friendly natural latex in the form of condoms to your door in less than an hour of you wanting them. l.condoms has another goal too, to provide contraceptive products and a way for women to make money from them in the developing world. So, one l.condom is donated to a woman in Uganda for every condom ordered through the L platform, which deploys the condoms through a network of more than 2,000 female entrepreneurs working on the ground in Uganda. The women sell the condoms at a low cost, which creates long-term, sustainable businesses for those women who can help educate others on the proper use of condoms as well. Meanwhile, via the app, condoms are delivered via eco-friendly bike messengers in under an hour in San Francisco, Manhattan, and Brooklyn for now. Founder Talia Frankel tells TechCrunch that in addition to the home delivery option, her products are now in over 1,000 stores like CVS, Target, and Whole Foods, and that sales have increased 4x since the company joined Y Combinator. And that is the report for this Monday. I'm Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. See y'all tomorrow.